Hey, I'm Adam.
I'm Bryan.
Back with another episode of Buds and Suds, and we enjoyed it so much last time we decided to do it again, the Blind Beer Challenge. This one is my pick for Bryan. I'm aware of what this beer is. He is not. We're going to go through it completely blind. He's going to tell me style, maybe guess an ABV, and give a description and a rating. So let's get into it.
All right. I didn't enjoy it. I screwed that last one up bad, but that's all right.
Yeah.
All right. So nice. Oh, that really coats the glass. So I didn't get to see a pour because I have no idea what this is, but I mean it's dark black, and it coats the glass well. So I have a feeling the mouthfeel is going to be nice and thick. A little bit of a tan head. Let's get the nose. That smells really good. So I get sweet malt up front. Deep chocolate. I'm not sure. I think I get a hint of vanilla. I don't know if the sweetness I'm getting is from bourbon or from malt, actually. So I'm getting some sweetness from it.
It smells pretty good.
Yeah, I get a little roasty malt, but just a hint, just a tad.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. Okay, so it's got some adjuncts to it. I get some fruit. I'm not sure what kind of fruit. So I am getting, it's tart type fruit, so it's either raspberries or something like that, maybe cherries, raspberries or cherries. That's really good though. The mouthfeel is what I expected. It's nice and thick. I'm gonna go with cherries. That tastes like really big fruit. I get a little chocolate through the fruit afterwards. Trying to look see if you're laughing, but not yet. As far as ABV, I get a little alcohol burn on the back end, so I'm going to guess 10 to 11%. As far as style, so I don't really get bourbon. I don't get bourbon from it, so I can't really say that it's bourbon barrel aged, but clearly it's an adjunct beer so it's a stout with fruit adjuncts. I don't really get much roasted malt, but I would say it's probably Russian Imperial Stout with fruit adjuncts. As far as rating it, how much I like it, it's really good.
Before you rate it, so what if I told you that there's no fruit in this?
Really? Okay. So it has to be from either the barrel or it has to be from, I'm not sure what else would make it taste this sweet.
We'll take the sweetness out.
So it may be that I'm getting, the dark, such deep dark fruits like the cherries and raisins and plums that it's just making it overwhelmingly fruity to me. But that's the first thing I get on flavor.
I'm not disagreeing with you that there's not a fruity flavor. And this is kind of like pick my brain. I know what's going on here, and this is what I wanted to see. So I don't rate this. Okay, this is 2015 Bourbon County Prop.
I don't get coconut.
There's no coconut, so this one is a little different. So let me tell you what's in this one.
Okay.
This is guajillo chilies, pecans, and maple syrup.
So maybe the maple syrup is what's giving it the really, really sweet flavor.
So there is a sweetness, but this is infected. I've read countless reviews about people describing tart cherries, tart raspberries, and vomit.
It doesn't taste like vomit to me. I actually think it's not too bad. I wouldn't have thought it was a Bourbon County though.
Yeah, and so the reviews I've read some people say infected, not infected. The non-infected they love. You know, some people say it's too sweet. The ones that say it's infected, overwhelming fruit, cherry. The ones that hate it say vomit, but the ones that think it's still okay even though it's infected say it's still a decent beer, but yes, it's infected because there's this isn't a Regal, this isn't a Bramble, this is no raspberry, no cherries. But I agree 100% with you. There is a tart fruit presence to this beer.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine any of those adjuncts doing it. The people that I've seen do reviews of this that loved it said they tasted a sweet, nutty flavor.
I don't get that.
And I don't get that at all. So you have it here live. I think this is infected. Do you think this is an intentional flavor, or are you thinking?
I mean, whether it's just infected or whether, I mean, when you think infection, there are certain flavors that you tend to get, you know, like you get the wet blanket, you get the feet smell, a lot of things you can get from it, but it doesn't taste like a sour. I mean, I don't get sourness from it. I get a little tartness.
Tartness, like a tart fruit, like it's like you said, cherry or raspberry. So you don't think that's?
I don't know. I don't know enough about.
What would have given? I mean, there's the adjuncts right there: maple, pecans, and peppers. I can't imagine what would have given it that flavor unless there's something with the barrel.
Yeah, I would guess it has something to do with the barrel. I mean, whether it's a mild infection, and the infection is just enough to give it that tartness and that fruity flavor, I don't know.
But I agree. I don't hate this beer.
I don't either. I wouldn't.
But it tastes, if you tell me this is a fruited stout, I would rate it very high.
I completely agree.
The fact that that's why I didn't want you to give a rating, because it's not the style of beer. And you know, it's like, what if someone poured you a black IPA and told you, you know, and said it was a, you know, a session ale? You would be like, oh, this doesn't taste anything like a session ale. And so, you know, judging this beer for what it's supposed to be, 13.4%, barrel aged stout with maple, pecans, and peppers.
It should be super nutty and maple goodness.
With some heat, and I don't get any. I mean, maybe a hint of heat.
Yeah, I don't get any.
But I agree. I don't smell like a funk. I don't smell the wet blanket. I don't smell anything sour or stomach turning. It doesn't taste stomach turning. It doesn't taste like vomit. It's just a little tart fruitness, which like it may be the hint of the infection. But that is, I agree, the overwhelming. It's like a sweet and sour, like a sweet and sour.
Sweet and tart.
Sweet and tart. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't get sour. So honestly, I thought you were giving me like an old Bramble County after tasting it. I was going to guess that it was an old Bramble County, and I would have rated it fairly high. But I would have said, you know, the bourbon flavor's kind of gone off because I don't really get that this is a barrel aged, but it's not. I mean, it's still Bourbon County, so it's got to have some bourbon flavor to it, and I just don't get that.
Right.
This is not 2015 Bourbon County with other stuff.
Correct. I
Absolutely
agree.
Not.
There's something wrong. It's something off.
I would have never guessed that this was a 15 Bourbon County. You should have asked me what I thought it was, and then I could have really looked stupid.
No, I didn't. Well, because the reason I picked this bottle is because I've seen polarized reviews. I've seen 4.5 to 5s of love this beer. I've seen kind of middle of the road, like too sweet but not infected. I've seen middle of the road infected, I think, you know, fruitiness, but still good. And then I've seen just 1s and 2s of, oh my gosh, this is a drain pour, showing the glass empty, this is vomit. And again, I don't feel that strongly about it. But gosh, so in case you have a bottle, this one's September 18, 2015 with ABV of 13.4. You may want to drink it sooner than later if it's going to keep going, you know, curdling from here.
I would bet that they filter this to get all the yeast and bacteria out, but I'm just guessing because I've never seen sediment in the Bourbon County beer. I didn't think it was awful, and I would have never guessed that it was infected, but knowing what it should have been, I mean, there's not much other explanation except that there had to be some sort of infection. Yeah. But it's not an infection bacteria I'm familiar with, because I don't get any of those off flavors at all. Frankly, if you hadn't told me that's what it was, I would have probably given it like a 4.25 maybe. Yeah. As a fruit stout. Yeah. I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, it's like a 4, like just as a beer you hand to me, it's a 4.25. But I would have loved to have the
actual real thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would have been really awesome.
Oh well, so we're giving a pseudo ratings of 4.25 for 4.25 for me, but it's not a true rating of this beer, I don't think.
Yeah, but that's with it not actually being a bourbon county. Knowing that it's a bourbon county, I mean,
It's disappointing.
yeah, I don't know how to rate it knowing what it should have been, but it's way low.
Yeah.
Because it's not what it should have been. It doesn't even, like I said, it doesn't even taste like a 15 bourbon county at all.
I know. Well, I know we talked about.
Maybe we shouldn't even do a rating on our site because it really.
We've talked about it. I was interested blind what we would get, well, what you would get, because I didn't want you to be biased. Like, this may or may not be infected. Looking for it, you weren't looking for it, and you described exactly what people have described. So
I like it. Yeah. So if you have infected beer and you want to send it to us, I'll drink it. I won't pay you for it, but I'll drink it. I'll pay shipping maybe. I still like it. I think it's pretty good. I just cover the label up. Oh well.
All right. Well, as always, if you can't have the beer you love the beer you have. Thanks.